Hi, True Crime Grapevine fans. Sorry, we've had a couple drinks. We're on to our cases. I think I called these cases, let me find my little cheat sheet. Oh no. This is the Harmony Montgomery case. It could, I have two like little girl lost cases in this flight. I'm gonna start with it's a white Zinfandel, but it's a barefoot. Do you see the cute little, can you see the cute little the little baby footprint? That always reminds me of the little, when we have to talk about small girl children. It's so sad. So I usually have a pink Moscato barefoot, but I seem to have misplaced mine. So we're gonna drink this barefoot White Zin for Harmony Montgomery. So here's to Harmony, here's to her mom. We got some very sad news about Harmony Montgomery. If you've been following this case, Harmony was, her mom had an issue with substances like many people do, and Harmony was born with a disability, probably due to that, but, you know, her mom was taking classes and was making effort to know Harmony. Now Harmony's father, Adam, he was getting in trouble and was in prison. And I think he still had a few, you can still visit your child who is in foster care. I'm not exactly sure how that works when you're incarcerated. Regardless, Harmony was taken away and was with a foster family for a number of years, and then, but she did see her parents for visits. In 2000, I believe it was, I don't know if it was 18 or 19, the judge that was in charge of the case in Massachusetts, somehow Adam was getting custody of Harmony, but they didn't do their due diligence checking his background. They didn't do a home study. His background included a lot of issues. He had a rap sheet, as long as your arm, as they say on all the cop shows, including attempted murder or actual murder, maybe. I mean, he was involved in he was not a good guy. When somebody did watch him with his child at a visit, they wrote down like he didn't have any idea about what was appropriate for a child of that age. His expectations were for a much older child. They didn't do a follow-up home visit, and the judge just sort of, I'm retiring, I got to get this off my books. I don't know. There's something called judicial immunity, so maybe judges don't have, if they're not really good people, or they're having I can't speak to the man's mind. All I know is that he made a very bad judgment because without the requisite stuff being finished, they gave custody to Adam. And within a year, not only was Harmony she was seen harmed with the black eye, she also, her mom noticed on her last Zoom meeting that during that year that she didn't seem right. So he had her from about 4 and a half, 5, like just turning 5. And, you know, her mom thought she looked depressed, scared, not sure to talk. His uncle, so Harmony's great uncle, did see her with a bruise on her face, and there was some story of, well, yeah, but she didn't watch her brother, and I told her to watch her brother, and she had to, again, just like what they found in Massachusetts. Now, he had moved to New Hampshire, so we also have a problem with, there wasn't communication between the two states. Harmony then was last seen around Thanksgiving, between Thanksgiving and Christmas of 2019. So, she was never enrolled in school that year, even though she had turned 5, I believe. So what happened to Harmony? Adam had been married to Kayla Montgomery, who is, now she's in jail for all kinds of charges. Or is she out now? I think she's out on bail. I think she's helping them. She has to be, because she had similar charges, but not as bad as Adam's. Now, Adam is in jail. in New Hampshire. Kayla was in jail, and even though she could not make bond, somehow she is out on her own recognizance, and I think it has to do with the fact she had to have helped, because in June they went to their old apartment, even though somebody else lives there, and they carried out like parts of the floor, parts of the wall, the refrigerator, and they had been looking in the sewer system nearby and underneath the house, I believe in the crawl space. So it takes a while to get forensic evidence analyzed. So June, July, August, so about 2.5 months, 2 months, we've got some answers. Now, they didn't give us specifics because obviously this still is an ongoing investigation, but the update for the Harmony Montgomery cases, the baby never, they keep saying she would be 8. She never made it. Didn't make it to 6. They think she was killed that December, since she was seen. It's so sad. By all accounts, she was a beautiful, wonderful child. Her brother wanted to be with her, and he was in a foster care situation in Boston with this fabulous couple, one of whom was a meteorologist married to his husband, I think, who was the stay-at-home dad. The brother talked about his sister and wanted his sister to be adopted. They wanted to adopt her. Yeah. No, Adam Montgomery, for all intent purposes, is in my opinion only, and I don't have the evidence per se to say, but he looks good for this, and he was a known like murderer, or at least suspected. Like, I think one of his things was he shot somebody in the face during the commission of a robbery. He wasn't a nice guy, and yet that judge just like, oh, here, have this disabled 4-year-old. Go ahead, good luck. And within the year, it's just, it is horrific. So, yeah, they now consider it a murder case. So they found enough evidence that they know she couldn't have lived. So they are looking for her remains still. And this will be, a homicide. They said, they have announced it's now a homicide investigation. And we can guess who's going to be charged. I can only guess. So it's, I think we should all put good vibes out or pray or do whatever you do. It's horrible that Harmony's mother had a problem, admitted to a problem, got better from a problem, and she's the one who, after getting over this, was like, hey, and started saying, I haven't seen my child in a while. I don't know where my ex-husband is. He's not communicating with me. And she had to go to, she had to keep it up until somebody listened. That is the shame of all this, is that nobody even noticed. And if it wasn't for her mom, who did the best she could and was trying to do better, if one person would have said, like, if she would have been in a foster care situation, at least her mother could have visited her. This was very preventable. And both New Hampshire and Massachusetts, they're both like, yeah, we should have done better. Okay, well, bye. We don't value children, it seems like. Anyways, it's a shame. So that is our first little girl lost case. I'm so sorry to her mom. And for those who would say, like, well, she shouldn't have, no, we don't. No. It's a shame for Harmony, for Harmony's mother, and for all those who worked for her and were ignored. Anyway, it's a shame. All right. I'd like to say like and subscribe, but after that, how about just hug your babies, your grandkids? Please don't hurt kids. All right.